How do you change the name though? Look at that. Oh, there we go. We are live. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of live stream editing. If you've ever wondered how I edit my infrared photos, just trying to figure out how do I read my chat. Shout out more, please. Okay. Let me lower the desktop. And the mic audio is pretty high already, so maybe I can set it up. Hola. Okay, let's before the live stream stuff goes on, let's fix up this mic, because I haven't live streamed on my from my computer in a while, so gotta figure this out. Can you hear me well? Someone let me know. Configure. Oh God. All right, you can hear me well. All right, cool. Then we can start the live stream. So we're going to be doing more live stream editing because I don't want to do YouTube tutorial videos on things I've already done before. The desktop audio is low. Can you hear the music? But the mic volume should be up. That's strange. All right. I'm gonna try to watch the chat on my phone because that's the only way it seems. I don't know. How do other YouTubers look at their chat while they're live streaming? All right. So these are some pictures I took today. This was shot with my infrared camera, my new one. This was before I corrected the settings. So usually I would take the white balance off the clouds, but sometimes it looks a little bit too, well, it depends on the time of the day. So I usually take the live stream off, the white balance off the street pavement. The live stream is about the pictures I took today. Editing tutorials. So if you lower the highlights, you can actually see the sky much better. And then I compensated by increasing the whites. That looks better. These are a little bit too purple. I don't really like that. We want them to be a little bit more pink. Like that. No, not saturation, just luminance is fine. But the purple looks a little, the picture looks a little bit too, red. This one looks a little bit too blue. So, did I miss anything? Wow, only 2 people watching? That's sad. It's alright. This will be helpful for some people. The shadows. Play around with them a little bit. Volume is too low. I don't know how to fix that. I'm trying. Speakers and headphones, system sounds, Chrome. Because my volume for the mic is maxed out right here. How do I boost it? You can create as many colors as you want. Oh, there we go. Increase the mic sound. Let me know when it's too high. Let's try 200. Okay, how is the mic sound now? Mic sound good? Okay, I'm going to take the mic off and I'm going to use the computer's microphone, but just let me know how it works. Okay, how is this? Does this work better? Is this microphone much better? Let me know. Someone say something. Alright, good. Now you can hear everything in my room. That's fine. As long as it works. Anyways, let's get back to editing. This is a picture straight from my phone. I mean, straight from my camera, you know? Yeah, lower quality. I don't know how to fix it. Sorry. It's because I'm poor. Anyways, we're gonna do what we can. I'm gonna turn off the fan on my computer. Maybe that'll help. So this was straight from my phone. You don't really have to edit as much, but we're going to edit it my way anyways. This is really weird because my photography is not the same as other people's photography. It's more artistic, I guess, anyways. So I shot this at f4, so it is not in focus, but I like to increase the noise reduction to 100 to give it that kind of painted look. It's not something you do with normal pictures, it's just something you do artistically, you know? Like people ask me, how do I get that painted look on my photos? I do it with noise reduction. Yeah, I actually maybe I got an idea. Okay, maybe that works. How's that? I'm gonna assume that works better. There we go. Anyways, I raised the noise reduction on my photos so that I can make it look like a painting. Do 150? Alright. And that's why I need a mic. But I'm poor, so not getting a mic anytime soon. I'll make enough money from YouTube for this kind of stuff, so what did I do? There we go, 150. There we go. Hopefully that's enough. Can get back to editing. Alright, so we're really just playing around with the colors now. You know, I like to lower the saturation to make them look a little bit whiter, but still give that pink tone. Maybe that's a little too little. Anyways, when you take infrared photos, you usually lose a lot of contrast, but if you add contrast here, it kind of messes up the whole picture. So we're gonna paint some contrast back with a brush. You know, I use a lot of brushes. That's why this is why I don't do presets or anything like that, because you can't. It's too much brushes. You can add a little bit of color back, just like this. Oh, we painted back some contrast and color. Yes, I would like some food. But yeah, sorry about the mic. I don't make enough money from YouTube to buy a mic, you know what I mean? But yeah, here's another picture. This is straight from the camera. This is the way it looks when it came out. I think the white balance is fine. Yeah, I don't need to mess with the white balance. But we are gonna mess with the shadows and stuff. You press L. There we go. If you press J, you can see where you're messing up in your photo. So I just do it until there's just a little bit, just a little tad bit of red right here. Well, I was using a real mic, but they said they can't hear me with it. So now I'm just using my desktop audio. Oh hi, P major. So we're just gonna go back, paint a little bit of contrast back in there. Actually, this needs a little bit more color, so go down here. Not too much, of course, just kind of ruins the picture sometime. But we're gonna add some kind of bluish purple tint to the shadows, just a little bit, you know, it's like 14%. Some people go crazy or something like that. I mean, that's cool sometimes, but not always, just very light. You can see a difference here and here. See? None, little bit. It's these small changes that make the picture, you know. It's not the really crazy stuff. I would really like these yellows to pop out. So first I'm gonna try the slider, and it doesn't help too much, to be honest. No, pictures is pretty much already, this is straight out of the camera, you know. You don't always have to edit. But we're going to do some like infrared editing, and then we're going to do a little bit of night editing stuff. But anyways, I want to point out that I use a lot of brushes in my editing. That's why you can't really replicate what I do. You gotta learn to use the brushes. I know it's a little bit too much yellow right now, but we'll come back. We'll reduce it later. But it's these very small changes that make your picture, you know? It's like many people don't appreciate these small things in the photo. But some people do. You can see I'm coloring back some yellow. It's nice. see. Make sure it doesn't bleed over. So got some yellow there. I'm gonna erase just a little bit both sides. And just like that. Easy. It's a small change. Make the yellow pop. And we're gonna do a new one. Just a little bit of purple. You see, it's only like 13% more to our pinks over here, because they're a little bit washed out. And that's it. Simple and easy. This one doesn't even need editing. It's already done. Well, maybe I just kind of tinker around with the colors of the sky. You know, I like to make these colors complement each other much better. The pink and the blues, it's a big difference. See? That. Small changes make the photo much better. Now, next step is make it look like a painting. Increase the noise reduction. And I know if you're a photographer, this is really strange to raise the luminance all the way, but this is the effect of my photos. It makes it look like a drawing, you know? Like, look at the tiles. Let me zoom in more. Look, I'm gonna remove it. It just looks like brush strokes. So the picture's ready. Here's that building I like very much. So actually I have a better view over here. There we go. Thank you. This is Ujiro. Step 1, we'll probably want to do something about these lines. They're mostly straight, because the camera they were straight, but even if you shoot the camera perfectly leveled, it's still going to have some kind of distortions, like this line's going like this, and this line's going like that, that line's going like this. So this helps. It's not perfect, but it's better. And this is why I underexpose, because you lose all the information. I forgot to underexpose, but I think we can still bring some of it back. See? A little bit better. Yeah. So I don't always underexpose. It's just in situations like this or when I shoot at night. And we're gonna make this look like an anime, so animations usually have much more dynamic range, so increase the shadows, whites, not too much, you know, that's too much. But actually, since these shadows are already washed out, I can do this because there's nothing there already, because I already screwed it up. So next step is we're gonna look at some references. All right, this is something I do sometimes. Look at what colors we can use. I don't talk enough about this. You just gotta look at some references. What's good? Something like this. Oh, all right, we can do this. It's kind of washed out and kind of pale blue. So we go here. Take a look. It looks much brighter and less saturated, so we're gonna increase the luminance like that. Yeah, we're getting there. And of course, can't forget the luminance. You can see the difference right away. See? I'm gonna take away the red so you can just see like that. Hey man, we're just going back to editing on the computer, showing how we do the anime style photos. And you can see there's kind of a blue tone. Oh, oops. Anyways, the buildings have kind of a bluish tone to them, and we are going to do that with a little bit of this. There we go. We're trying to match the colors, you know, like this. This looks good. Now, the thing is, every anime has like a different style. This one looks like very sharp. So we are gonna go to Photoshop, edit in Photoshop. Show you guys a few tricks if you don't already know them. Okay, it's loading. So we don't need to view these. Alright, it's very simple. We're gonna make this a little bit sharper. Make a duplicates just like that. Go to filter, other, high pass. Usually you want to use like is it like 10% of your pixels or something like that? 1.6. I think it's a 16 pixel camera, don't remember. It's not a lot, just a little bit. Once you have that, go to other, overlay, and voila. Yeah, these are the shots from earlier. What do you think? Looks good, right? Now it's a very small effect, like maybe you can't see it in the stream, but I can notice it. So maybe if I zoom in, you can see it better. But it's like a small change. Do you see the bars? They get a little bit darker. Effect off. Effect on. Maybe you can see it in the letters better. Effect off. Effect on. You can definitely see it over here. Like, look at this antenna. The effect is off. And the effect is on. Yeah. Off and on. It's a very small change, but it changes your photos quite nicely. So I'm going to save that, and you can edit in Lightroom again. This picture is done. This is why I don't worry about shooting with vintage lenses. People are like, oh, vintage lenses are not sharp enough. You can just come to Photoshop and add a high pass filter. And that's it, you know. Look at this. Shazam. Similar. Actually, this one's more cooler, but I kind of like the way this looks anyways. Yeah, well, there's not that many tricks, you know. It's just I taught you everything I know, you know. People want me to do more tutorials, but I don't want to make the same tutorials about things that I already made videos about. So what I can do is do a live stream, chill with you guys, and you can see what I do. And I think people will like that, you know. Wow, that's a pretty good lens. I'm surprised, you know. I surprised myself with these old lenses. Anyways, let's do this quickly. I like the way, I don't even think I need to edit it this much, you know, just maybe we can do like a evening looking shot. If we change the colors from blue to like orange or something, maybe, nah, that looks terrible. That looks really good though. Yeah, it's like a kind of a night shot, kind of a sundown. I like this though. Yeah, that's good. Those cables. We're just gonna add a little bit of purple. Not that much, just enough. Yeah, call these happy little mistakes. Anyways, where was I going? It's increase the luminance. I don't think we need to add any sharpness to this. This looks fantastic. Look at that. It looks like a painting. That's the effect of luminance. Luminance off, luminance on. So this picture is ready. I like that picture a lot. I'm exporting it right now. Yeah, there we go. I already edited this one before. This was before the live stream. The only difference is I just added a little bit of purple. You know? Oh, the lens. Whoa, we don't really like talking about gear. Not on this channel. It was just a standard zoom. Not the greatest, but it gets the job done. So it's okay. Oh, wow, thank you. Small contribution for YouTube gear. I think you mean for a microphone, right? Yeah, I'm going to be doing more editing live streams because I need a compromise. I don't want to make more tutorials on things I already did. So I can do live streams about the pictures that I took. It gives me time to hang out with you guys, and you can ask questions and all that. So I think it's a valid compromise, you know. Yeah, just remember my channel is not like other channels. It's more focused on like art, I guess. I mean, it's a photography channel, but it's more like an art channel. You know what I mean? The artsy part of photography. That looks good. Anyways. Oh, is that a smudge? What's this? It looks like dust or something. Anyways, I don't usually worry about that kind of thing, but I can't ignore this. Not this one. Okay. I'm gonna fix it in Photoshop. was pretty sure I cleaned the lens. Maybe it's smoke. I don't know what it is. Alright. Let's hope Photoshop is smart enough to figure this one out. Fill, content aware, come on. Oh. Well, maybe it'll work again twice. There we go. It's a little bit better. No, I actually think it's worse. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that there. I'm gonna have to go back and clean that lens. I don't like that. Anyways, we're not pixel peepers here, so it's okay. Actually, this looks really good in red. Yeah, we can clone it out later. Actually, I'm not very good with Photoshop. It's kind of a weakness of mine. So, but I'll figure it out. You know, just I don't like using Photoshop. Anyways, I would like it to be redder, but I know I'm gonna screw up these buildings if I do that. So we are gonna paint a little bit of red back. You always want to use a little bit. You don't want to use too much. Like we're just using 18% red for now. See, that's more than enough. Actually, we could go just a little bit more. Just like that. The sky could be a little bit bluer, but I kind of like that. So. We're also going to paint a little bit of blue back. The lightest touch. And I like that, it looks good. This picture's alright. I like this one, but it's too similar to the other ones. I want something a little different. Yeah, this was the picture that the girl with the, was it Mamiya? I think she had the Mamiya camera with her. Or was it Minota? I forgot. Yeah, I think we'll edit this one. No, wait. This is the picture I wanted to edit. Doesn't look like we need to edit too much, but we want to make it look like an anime, even though it's already kind of there. So we're going for that kind of anime effect here, so maybe not that dark. Looks nice. A little too pink. Should be more. And of course, just a tad bit of blue. Just like that. Not this too much. Can you guys hear the music, by the way? I'm not sure the music is showing up. Let me know if you can hear the music. Check over here. Alright, good stuff. That looks pretty good. I don't hear any music. Really? Sorry, Charles. Actually, maybe I lowered the desktop audio a bit too much because we were having mic problems earlier. So I'm just gonna make it just light enough. Alright, so this is, like I said, it's kind of the anime effect for your pictures. These are not things you would normally do on a regular picture. Like if you're like a photographer, you're not gonna raise it to 100% or anything like that, you know, because it's gonna make your pictures look weird. But for those of you just watching, you can get the painted effect on your photos by increasing the luminance all the way. Like this is without it, this is with it. So that's just like an artistic thing. It's not something I would encourage doing for like your wedding photos or something, you know. So that picture's done. I'm gonna do a few more of these and then we can try editing some night pictures because I know that's what most people want to see. I like this picture. Look at that house. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of chromatic aberration, but this is like a infrared camera, so that's expected. Actually, let's go ahead and edit this one right now. You don't need to do much. Just fix the colors a little bit blue. That looks good. When you have an infrared camera, you don't want to shoot towards the sun because you get these kind of, we call them hot spots. It's not lens flare, it's like lens hot spots with the sun. So try to avoid shooting in the direction of the sun when possible. It's good. I like this one. But I want to edit something that looks different for you. Okay. Where was it? There was one picture I really wanted. Oh yeah, these were the plastic trees I was telling you about. It's like they have all these antennas and they have like fake trees to try to make them look more natural or something. Really? I'm not sure. We'll see what's up. Maybe it'll fix itself. There are some pictures at the end that I really liked. As you can see, I don't always get the focus screwed up. These are the pictures you never see, you know. It's like people think you get it always in focus, and that's not true. I screw up too, you know. Where's that picture I wanted to? Okay, I like this one. It was like a building. Okay, it should be around here. It was one of these pictures. It's like an egg-shaped building somewhere. Oh, here we go. This is the picture I wanted right here. Now this is kind of tricky because the sun was over here. I had to underexpose it to get the sky color. First things first, let's fix these, even if it means we lose some of the buildings. That's fine, because I don't like these lines like that. There we go, that's fine. Next, we gotta fix up these shadows because they're a little bit too dark. Semi-permanent makeup eyelashes arch. Alright. As always, remember my this is not regular picture editing style. This is just going for the anime effect, so I wouldn't do these to your portraits or anything like that, you know. It'll look really weird if you do that. There's something about this I don't like. What's this? Is it a bird? It's not here. It's probably a bird. Anyways. To complete that anime look, slightly, just slightly. There we go. Now let's go and edit some night pictures. Actually, I wanted to edit one of these. Here are some night shots. I shot these with my phone. As you can see, back camera, true story. Let's see, what pictures do we have? You can see the quality is not great, but I've never really worried about quality. Well, we already edited this one. Okay, we'll find a picture we haven't edited. Something like this. First things first, we gotta increase the dynamic range of your phone. I'm gonna reduce the shadows to whatever I like it. That looks nice. Play around with the white balance. See what looks good. I like the way that's looking, but I don't like that this red is too red. These are the cyberpunk colors. Okay, that's not good. Actually, the red looks nice because it complements the blue. Oh, you want to see some infrared night pictures? I have some, but they're not on this hard drive. There we go. Remember, this is a more artistic style of photography, so not many people will like this, but I like it. Put a little set rating. Bam. These are some night phone photos. Quality is actually not that terrible, you know. I have some, but I don't know if I have picture backups. Let me see if I can show you what a... Okay, this is an infrared photo at night. The colors are pretty crazy without me having to edit them. So this is an infrared photo at night. Should be another one around here. This one. Thank you. This is also infrared at night. And this was infrared at night. I had to change it up. This is also infrared. I shot these because my camera died, my main camera, but I still had my infrared camera working at the time. This is a regular camera with the anime style. I like this one. But yeah, some good stuff in there. Macau is nice. I like this one. That's why I say you gotta buy experiences, not gear. This was a picture I took with an infrared camera. I thought it looked really cool. You can get some cool effects with it. Yeah, because my main one died. It's the only reason I bought a new camera. These apartments are crazy. I think this was with an infrared camera too. I think this is infrared at night. And I didn't have to edit it that much because it looks like it was already edited, right? So yeah, infrared at night can look pretty cool. Pretty crazy colors. Much crazier than the ones I do already. So there you go, infrared at night. Oh, I already edited this one. It's okay. I like this. Actually, these low resolution phone photos at night actually look really good when you use the luminance trick, because it makes it look like a painting. See? It looks like brush strokes. People always ask me, how do you do that painting effect? It's really just a combination of a lower resolution camera with the luminance trick. And that's how you do it. There's too much light on this side. I want the focus to be here. Oh, if I may offer a suggestion, here's what I would do. I would buy an external solid state drive. Not a very huge one. You don't need that much one to work with. Maybe just like a terabyte or less, or maybe 500 gigabytes or 200 gigabytes, whatever it is. So I suggest you buy an external SSD and you can work with your files just fine. And when that external SSD gets full, you buy an external hard drive, like hard disk drive. Like I bought a 8 terabyte hard disk drive, and then just copy all those files from your solid state drive to your hard disk drive because it's cheaper and you can buy more. And then you can fill up that solid state drive again, and that way you save money. Anyways, that's what I do. I don't know. It makes sense to me, you know. Maybe not to everybody. I think things differently. I mean, I'm not special or anything, but I can't deny I try to see things a little bit differently than others, you know? Okay, we're gonna use some kind of paint. We're gonna paint our pictures. And this is why I don't do presets. I want these to look a little bit like this color. Anyways, does it make sense what I just said about the hard disk drives and the solid state drives? Because you can buy a low capacity solid state drive to work from, and you can buy a much bigger hard disk drive for less, and then you just work off the solid state drive, and when you're done you copy the files to the hard disk drive and voila. I hope that makes sense. Wait, what's wrong with this? The flow. Oops, kind of screwed up over here. Bam. And yeah, this is how I do. I enjoy this. It's just listen to some lo-fi, edit some photos. No gear talk, just photography. Here's the final picture. What do you think? Actually, we gotta add the final touch. Photoshop. Just give back a little bit of sharpening. So we're gonna do the same thing. Make a copy, duplicate, filter, other high pass, and it doesn't have to be a lot, just very subtle high pass filter. Push up 3 and overlay. Where are you? Just like that. Small change, you don't notice it unless you zoom in. Look at the wires. Filter on, filter off. That's right. As long as it's a solid state drive, you should be okay, you know. I've never really noticed any difference. Or maybe it's just my computer's too good. Who knows? It just makes sense in my head. There you go. It works better if you have like USB 3. Let's see. Here's what I'm thinking. I can do live streams of when I go out and shoot. And then later on I can do live streams of me editing the pictures. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't remember taking this picture. A or B or C? I think it's more A or B. Oh yeah, I did edit this a long time ago. Yeah, simple edit. Thank you. It helps to think outside the box, you know. Many, not many people would think of stuff like that, you know, just but it works. These are Seoul's famous neon crosses. Oh, this person was checking to see if I was there. So, this was very dark, and I still managed to get a picture out of it. Now, there's a lot of yellow in this picture. I don't like yellow in my pictures, to be honest. It's hard to work with. Tungsten light, so I usually just go to the yellows and I lower the saturation. And if that's not enough, push the oranges too. But then that affects this over here also, so just a little bit. Now you might be thinking this looks really unsaturated. That's fine, because we're going to add a little bit of color back in the shadows. Nothing strong, just like a light bluish purple. Just like that. I'm going to make some red stick out. And I know the quality is not the greatest. I shot this with the phone. It starts to break up when you zoom in. It's fine. My pictures were still in a museum, you know, so it's all about the art, it's not about the pixels. It's really grainy, but that's part of the allure. It looks better with the luminance, like way better. Yeah, some of these pictures are already edited some time back. Like this one. But yeah, for those of you new to my stream, sometimes people ask me how you get the pinhead effect. It's really just a combination of the phone camera sensor and increasing the luminance. You know, that's really all it is. It's like an accident that works. Let's see, how many pictures did I take? Quite a few. Okay, this looks good. I don't like the traffic light though. You know what? When it comes to pictures, you don't always need to do 16 by 9 or 1920 by 1080 or portrait mode. You can do whatever you want. You can cut this whole thing off if you want. It's fine. Do what elevates your photography. This is fine, you know? It's okay. I can tell already this is going to be a kind of a hard edit. It's one of those pictures. But I like the blacks and I like the whites. I just don't want to. This is one of those pictures where I don't want to do global changes. It means I'm going to have to do a lot of brushes. I'm gonna come back over here. Sorry about your internet, man. It's a little bit too much. I'm gonna decrease it. Okay. We want a little bit more yellow. Alright, what's a good complement to yellow? So we're gonna go in there. We're not gonna do any global changes because the picture is not looking so good if I do that. So it means we're gonna go in there with a brush and do the changes that we want. It's looking much better already. We want this little strip to show up. Now I'm gonna show you a website that I like to use. It's called Cooler Color. Hi from Colombia. Welcome. So it's Adobe color schemes. It helps you choose color palettes for your artwork. I like to use complementary colors a lot. So we're working with yellows. It's telling us to use purple. Or we can work with like compound too. It's kind of hard to get the right yellow. Anyways, we're going for like a yellowish tone. Kind of yellowish, pinkish, reddish. We got some red. We don't have many pinks, but we can try. The light pink is fine. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, this is not an easy picture to edit. You can't make them all work, but I think it's okay. It's not terrible. Not my best. But it's fine. Got some pink there. So yeah. This is a Cooler Color. It'll help you make your pictures slightly better. Yeah. Not every picture can be a winner. Yeah, yellow is a hard picture to... Yellow is a hard color to work with. I like this though. I'm liking this one already. There you go. Little editing needed. But I would like this to stick out a bit more. Just like that. Easy. Yeah. Well, you can work with yellow. It's just not very easy to do. It's yeah, yellow stuff. You can turn yellow kind of orangish though. Usually yellow complements blue more, I think. I mean, the orange complements blue better. Yeah, yellow is to purple and orange is more to blue. That's why you see like a lot of Instagrammers use like blue and orange hues in the colors. It's like the most popular one. And yellow and purple is a little bit harder to pull off, but I manage sometimes. Actually, let's try that. Well, this one's already edited, but let's try it again. It's purplish. Yeah, that's not good. Well, it's not terrible, it's just not that good. Yeah. It's alright, we tried. I like this one though. Yeah, orange and teal. If you wonder why so many people use orange and teal, that's because it's complementary colors and it's not actually orange. It's not. Yeah, it is orange and teal, right? But that's because it's pleasing to the eye, except when it's overdone. So you got orange and teal. Green and red is actually a pretty cool combination. Green and purple, different shades of purple. Yellow and kind of yellowish, purplish, bluish. I like the compound colors too though. So I work with a lot of compound colors like this. These are hard to pull off. These are a bit easier for me. Oh, you mean the Cooler Color website? Yeah, this is color theory. Apply color harmony rule. It's how I choose the colors that I use in my pictures. Like you want to use different shades of the same color. Monochromatic. Triad is also something I use a lot. This is very hard to pull off. Blue, yellow, red. But they did it in Joker very well. So when you watch a movie, you can see how they apply the color harmony, the green and the purple. Green, purple, a little bit of that, like slightly brownish, you know. So this is the way I see the world. There was one scene in the Joker where it was just like pure blue, red, yellow. I think it was a scene when before he came on the TV show. Was it this one? No, it was something like this. Blue, red, yellow. Blue, red, yellow. Yeah, but this is how I roll. When I'm watching movies, when I'm looking at billboards, I try to figure out. Oh, here's the scene I was talking about. Yeah, blue, red, yellow. I mean, it was better in the movie. This is just a scene, but this is how they do it. It's color harmony. Here's a very good example. Blue, red, yellow. Or kind of greenish, but it still works. Yeah. Good stuff. If you wonder why they look so good, that's why. So yeah, check it out. Adobe Cooler Color is free. It'll help you very much. We can try it right now. Let's attempt this. Because I can tell you right now, it's not easy to pull off. Let's go for blue, red, and yellow. Okay, we got the blue, we got the yellow, we need the reds. Stick out a bit more. Ah, that's tough. Okay, maybe not yellow here. Maybe do like some red here. Yeah, as I said, it's not easy. Sure, let's paint some red in there. Yeah, nobody talks about this stuff on YouTube, you know? It's like I don't get it. It's like it's a big part of photography, color theory. So yeah, I tried to do blue and blue, red, and yellow, but there's not too much. There's not too many. What can I say? Colors. Here you go. Well, you can see how it kind of works. There's a little bit of yellow. There's some red. There's a little bit of yellow. It's more red and blue. So we're using this. We made it work. There's a lot of yellow here, but I want to try kind of purple greenish tones. So let's go for this. First, let's start with this stuff. Purple. No blue, we want green. That's going to be tough. Just gonna go down here to the color profiles and see if we can turn that blue to green. We probably can't. Yeah. Let me try something. Okay, let's try changing the blues here. But it really tears up the image, you can see. It's just that's just the limitation of working with the phone. Oh, it's okay. It's just to demonstrate the color theory stuff. We'll leave it at that. It's alright. Sure, this will stay on the channel, don't worry. You can finish watching later. Thanks for the donation. I will save for a mic, but it's gonna probably be for a long time because I'm poor, you know. Yeah, this is already turning down the noise, but you can see what I'm trying to do here. The color manipulation. Yeah, I'll have to do it with like a better resolution camera. This was like an edited picture I did a long time ago. Yeah, I edited this one already. We also use color theory, purple and green. And yeah, there we go. These are the colors I used here. You can see the yellows. It's kind of dirty yellow. Just applied color theory, you know. Alright. Actually, how long have we been streaming? It's been a while. It's only been 24 minutes. What? Is that real? It feels much longer than that. Anyways, it's 12:30 a.m. No person isn't streaming around that time, so thanks for watching. Check out the Adobe Cooler Color page. Just type color.adobe.com and it'll help you out, you know. So see you around. Have a very nice day. Bye. Let me see, type bye here.